All right, my Shutterfly order has arrived. I did a post in Facebook or something like that, just mentioning that there was this sale on Shutterfly prints, unlimited free prints. Now they make up for it definitely on the shipping price because this shipping, this shipment in no way cost $20, but they got to make their money somehow. And with the quantity of prints that I got, it came down to about 12 cents a print. Okay. 4x6 is the sizes are the sizes that are quite reasonable. And if you went up to 5x7, the price per print went up exponentially. So the 4x6s were the ones that were free. It's the standard size. And I got all glossy. The matte might have been the same price, but anyways, these are prints that I got for photo stamping. Okay, so I got two of each of my uploaded files. Let's see, why are they all out of order though? They should be two like that together. I don't know. I'll have to go through it and see, make sure that they got. Like, where's this alto cumulus cloud? Where is there another one of those? Are they stuck together? They're stuck together. Okay. All right, they got them. And I would have to think that these are all, yeah, okay, they're all here. But anyways, photo stamping. So we have a lot of different prints here, a lot of different styles. Some of them are very kind of low contrast. I don't know if this is like extremely low contrast, but some of them are higher contrast, larger kind of range between the darks and lights. For the most part, I'm stamping on very light, low contrast prints like this so that I can print anything that I want over the top of them. And, these areas within the print don't have such a contrast that you would see it right through objects, okay? Now, I do other things like coloring my impressions on top of this paper. And I like to use alcohol inks. But I also like to use, I've come to like using these types of prints on vellum. Okay, so I might have some prints on vellum, and then I adhere the vellum over the top of it so that I have this cloudy background. This one here is this light beam in it, which is kind of interesting. Some of these it's the first time that I've picked up some of these prints before of certain photos. So this one right here has a little bit of a rainbow in it right up here. So one time when I went outside, there was some really great cloud kind of structures and formations out there. So I went out and got some more kind of higher contrast ones with the idea of using them with the vellum. And it's a really fantastic combination is vellum and photo stamping. So trying that out here. And like I said, a lot of these are prints that I've never seen before. I took the photos, of course, but I just haven't printed them out. I tend to get my prints like this. I'll get a big batch of them, and it'll set me up for years with photo stamping techniques here. But all of these prints here, or all of these, not prints, but photos, are all available on my Flickr account, or if you're on Facebook in the Stampscapes group. All of these photos have been loaded up in a album, free for download. You can print these out. If you're getting a lot of them printed out, it's just, I find it kind of better to do that, just outsourcing it so that you're not running through all of your blue, inkjet printer inks. But, if you want to print out one or two or something like that and give it a shot, inkjet printer with your standard photo paper. I guess you could print it out on other types of paper. Just a matte or whatever, cardstocks if you want to. You can change your colors around. You can make it monochromatic if you want to. Whatever you want to do. But just kind of generic, I don't know, just a variety of different types of textures. This one should be kind of interesting. Yeah. I'm amazed at how many of these little kind of rainbowy types of things we see in these prints here. And just how much the camera picks up as opposed to just the straight naked eye. A little bit of a sunsetty type of thing. I don't have like really brilliant sunsets in this collection, but this one should be kind of interesting. A little bit of a kind of more of a twilight type of color scheme like that. But I can't wait to use some of these. Photo stamping is a great, there's a moon up there, way to just kind of have an inherent background and to utilize all the natural textures and everything like this. This is taken from a plane. You can stamp them like that, or you can stamp them like that, you know, either way. But it's a quick way to get a really effective scene, but you can manipulate them, you know, even more if you want to. Now this one's just stamping that little foliage down there, and then this one stamp up here, and coloring it in a little bit with alcohol ink. And then you have all that kind of texturing in there that you don't need to really do anything else with. This would be a perfect spot for a quote stamp or a word stamp if you want to, some birds in the sky. This one here is, you can just see a little bit of the hint of some of these clouds down here. This one was on a very low contrast cloud print, but I stamped all my imagery on here, including the full moon. And then you can see where I've colored in with these blue inks, but then I've also used some paint pen, acrylic paint pen touches on here for highlights. And there's some additional white pigment ink here to create that little bit of a foggy type of texturing in there. Photo prints, or photo paper, I should say, accept water-based media very well. It's designed for that because that's what your inkjet printer inks are. They're water-based. So things like your dye-based inks are water-based. Brilliance ink is to acrylic paint pen, but you can also use alcohol inks right on top, and it floats on the surface of it. So, and it doesn't really smear your water-based impression. So it's a really good combination right there to use. Okay, now here's some of the prints that I've utilized before. So something like this right here is probably, yeah, in fact, this is it right here. This is the print right here. You can see it right here. It's a little bit out of registration though, isn't it? But you can see that formation right here. It's like they zoomed in or something like that, or cropped it, which is kind of interesting. But anyways, this is that photograph used right in there. Colors are, well, the colors are, yeah, they're pretty similar, I guess. Maybe it's slightly different. This one has a little bit more a reddish tinge to it. One of them Shutterfly, one of them was Costco. Let's take a quick look at the rest of these right here. Now, some of these, like, I mean, most of these are just clouds, but I do have a couple that are slightly different. Some of them I desaturated and I removed all of the color, although that looks like a warm gray in there, so that you can use colors like reds and, you know, yellows, warm tones, okay? If you try to use the warm tones over the top of blue, the blue is going to show through, so if you use like a yellow in this area, it's going to look more green because of that transparent nature of, you know, the media, dye-based inks, alcohol inks. But anyways, really great atmosphere and look to it. Okay. Let's see. These are exciting to see some of these again. Now this one right here, I don't remember uploading this one right here. This one has those mountains in there, so I don't know, you can put like trees or something down here. On that one, more of a sun if you want a sun in your scene. A very natural looking one. Here's those above terrain shots, shot from a plane like that. But I always thought that looked really interesting from above. I always like taking photos out of the window seat when traveling. That. Some more kind of well-defined types of things. And again, this one right here with a higher contrast, my vellum stamping with that. I don't think I have any examples. I think I've given all those vellum cards away because I haven't done them for a while. But you just adhere the vellum to this photo print with some spray adhesive, and it works great. Look at this scene right here. This is taking a photo through my car windshield. The car windshield had a little bit of a tinting up top there like that. So I thought that worked really good for a photo. Again, higher contrast right in here. But look at this one. This one would look really fantastic if you put your objects right down here with those clouds above like that. Birds in the sky. I don't know if you can see those ones. I took that one at Mono Lake up in the Sierras, Eastern Sierras, and some more really amazing sunsets there. I don't know, for some reason Mono Lake always, that area there always had the best sunsets and twilights. All right, so anyway, as I was mentioning, some of them are clouds, but some of them are just like bodies of water like this. So I would stamp out like a, you know, my lakeside cove or lakeside cabin right on this horizon line right there. And you would have this just inherent body of water in here that you wouldn't need to stamp. I do like coloring and everything like that and adding in that white pigment ink though. It looks good just to stamp on these if you want something like extremely fast and you don't want to do anything more with it, but it is kind of fun to add in those extra, you know, shadows and color work into your pieces after you stamp them out. So anyways, yeah, this is the Salton Sea right here. You know, not too far from here. Probably take me an hour and a half to get over there. I don't know. Yeah, maybe an hour. Alto cumulus skies like that. I don't know if I have any stratus, but all kinds of little options here for stamping. So I can't wait to try some of these out and to try some of these out again because, you know, I haven't had some of these prints in a long time. And some of them will be, like I said, completely new, like this one right here. Be kind of interesting to stamp it that way rather than kind of having the light on the horizon. So, you know, you can kind of play around with these, and it's kind of interesting that you kind of look at some of these and you'll kind of think of different configurations for them. So it kind of adds in an extra little twist in the stamping experience when you're kind of having to think about, you know, which one of these you want to use and how do you want to use it, you know, depending on what kind of scene you want to do. So rather than just starting off with kind of a neutral piece of, you know, paper, you know, like white or something like that, or even if it's a colored piece, everything is kind of uniform across the entire surface. But here's one where you're kind of contemplating and you're utilizing the existing imagery in your compositions. So extra little twist and ultra fun and fast to create your scenes with. All right, so anyways, hope you try out some photo stampings. It's not a new technique. It was one that was kind of developed in the 90s by this guy named Randall Curry. And Randall Curry, if you're still out there, thanks for the great ideas and you know, the inspiration. And can't wait to I don't know, continue on exploring that technique that you developed so long ago. All right, thanks for watching.